everyone, welcome back to A Life of KG. Firstly, I'd just like to mention June, we are enrolling new businesses onto our mentoring program, Coffee, Cake and Chat. So if you are a female entrepreneur, if you run a business, if you're thinking of starting a business, then make sure you get in the queue to join Coffee, Cake and Chat. We would absolutely love to see you there. So today on the show, we have Annie and Tina, the owners of Pinkfishes. I was really wanting to get them on the show because, well, they're just everywhere at the moment and their marketing is incredible and so is their success story. So I wanted them to share the success story, go into it a little bit further, talk a little bit about lashing and just show you that anything is possible. So without further ado, here they are. To launch teeth whitening within your business? Now you can with L.A Cosmetics Teeth whitening. Add another stream of income that your clients will love. I mean, who doesn't want to earn more? Or start that side hustle if you want to start your own business. Connect with us on the links below in the show notes and receive £500 off when you quote KG Podcast. Annie and Tina, thank you so much for joining me on the Life of KG. How are you both?
We're really good. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you.
You're so welcome. So this is my first duo. No, it's not. It's my second duo podcast. So it's always very interesting because we all like to talk and we all end up talking all at once. So let's see how we get on. So first of all, do you both want to just take it in turns and just introduce yourselves?
Yeah, of course. So I'm Annie. I'm one of half of the owners of Pinkfishes. So day to day running business, I take care of the training school, basically coming up with new course ideas, making sure the students are okay. Obviously, we've got I think 4 trainers here now.
Yeah.
We've also just opened 2 more schools in around the country as well. So that's really good to the training side of things. Do a lot of research and development on new products and testing samples and trialing products. So I do a lot of things like that. I organise the trade shows, don't I? Yeah, so we have quite a nice split, which is quite good really between us both, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm Tina, I'm the other half, I'm the old one here. So I get the massive, brilliant job of taking care of the finances, all the payroll, the staff. I think we have 12 staff here now actually based in the office, which is lovely. Massive part in turning around the stock, ordering stock. You'll probably get me on the phone as well with any queries or anything that might go wrong, which we don't like to happen, but it does. Do a lot of marketing with magazines, and so it's really, we both have really varied roles. We know when an email comes in, we both know who's going to answer it. Yeah. Perfect.
And that's what's best with partnerships as well, isn't it? Because sometimes when you're in business with people and there's 2 of you, and I know obviously from experience as well, I have 2 other companies with business partners and I've sold businesses with business partners before. Yeah. And sometimes it can work amazingly when you both know what your role is, and sometimes it can be a disaster if you're exactly the same.
Yeah, no, we're so different. I mean, I'm 20 odd years older than Annie, so we're both always coming in from a different angle. We've both got different backgrounds,
different
everything
like
so different.
Really well.
So I mean, sometimes it goes wrong, Katie. I'm not going to say it doesn't, but we always get there in the end. It's good.
Yeah, I love that. So let's talk about Pinkfishes. Pinkfishes absolutely fascinates me. And so I really want to know more about the company. So what's the background story? How did you form?
Did I say?
Yeah.
So it all started, I'll try and put it, Annie and I met. I had a beauty salon in Brentwood and I owned it with my mum. Annie came along at the young age of 18 and things happened and she started running the salon. At that point, we decided that we were going to be teachers. So we enrolled on this year-long course. I really struggled being old, Annie didn't. And we got qualifications to become trainers. And then we just jogged on a little while. And then one day I was in Egypt and Annie rang me up and said, do you know, we were going to talk about doing a business. Shall we do it? And I was like, Annie, this is really bad timing, but yes. So never good time. So we originally were going to be called Brentwood Beauty Supplies, and we were going to do a little bit of lashes, but we were more like thinking about waxing and covering beauticians more. And this went on for a while, and we even registered the company, and we were Brentwood Beauty Supplies. And then my partner Jason said, no, let's think about this. You don't want to be local, you want to be global, and you want to create a brand. And for about 3 months he kept saying to me, you need to call that company Green Frogs. It's got to be Green Frogs, to the point of, Katie, I won't tell you what I actually said to him. It was just so frustrating. I was like, we mean Green Frogs, it's not going to work. And then one day I woke up, I rang Annie up and I said, what about Pinkfishes? And we didn't really know if there was such a thing as you don't say I've got 5 fishes. So it kind of went on and on and on. And then that's how it developed, really, didn't it? And then obviously we found a fish, we found a logo. We knew that we wanted the colours to be really vibrant and fun. It was always about the fun. And then I remember we started with one desk between us in a dining room. And that was really good. It was in my house. And I remember being really excited when we actually moved into the lounge, because we had a desk each. And that was amazing. And then it got even more exciting, Katie, because then we moved into the garage. And at that point, we had this double garage. And I remember in the winter, that first winter, we had a little corner. It was literally, wasn't it, by 2 by 2 with lashes, and we had to put a sheet in there because nobody would go in there. It was freezing.
It was like a fridge.
Yeah. And then that year we went to Olympia, the first show we'd ever done. They were absolutely amazing with us, and we thought, you know what, we're going to be different. Our personalities were quite fun. We're going to bring the fun. So we had a stilt walker outside that we got told off for. We had candy floss inside. We had drag queens going up on the stage when they shouldn't have been. We were constantly getting told off, wasn't we? Every hour they're coming out and say, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing this, but we really like it. And then it kind of went from there, really. And then and I remember the social media, we had no followers. And Annie's
we didn't really know what we were doing.
No, we didn't have a clue,
to be honest. Neither of us.
No. And then Annie started us on Instagram. I remember saying, we're so excited, we've got 500 followers. And then Annie said to me, look, you need to get involved in this. You need to be on Facebook. I was 50 at the time, and I thought, I don't really know how to do it. And I thought I'd got it. And then Annie rang me up and said, that's it, you're banned from social media. I said, oh, why, Annie? She said, Tina, one of your friend's dogs just died and you've liked it. I was like, no, I can't believe it.
No, I think you sent like a laughing face.
Oh my God.
It was a crying face.
Yeah. So obviously I am now banned from all social media, which I absolutely love, to be fair.
Yeah, you planned that well.
Yeah, and then the journey went on, and I'm a mum of 3 lovely boys, and they're like, Mum, why are you doing lashes? But I have worked out, it does work out, Katie, because they've got lovely girlfriends and a few of them work here. So that's really, I don't know where, that's the journey for me. I don't know where your journey. Yeah.
You pretty much just hit it all on the head, to be honest. Yeah, it was, I think we'd always wanted to do something like this, because obviously working in the salon for all those years, products, you get used to what you're training, don't you? But it's kind of, as products evolve and the years go on, everything changes, and we just really struggled to find a specific brand for lashes, didn't we? That we really liked.
It's always changing, wasn't it?
It was always changing companies that we were getting stuff from. So yeah, I think that's where we kind of wanted to go from, but we were never expecting it to be what it is now, were we? We've just
kind of started as 2 idiots in a garage, we used to say, and then it all changed really, because people were starting to say, can we pick up lashes? And I'm thinking, oh no, you're gonna know. It was really weird, wasn't it? And then people just laughed when they saw us, and it's been a really, really amazing journey. And I don't know about you, Annie, but I wouldn't change a thing, because I think with everybody, I always say to people, wherever you think you're going to start is not where you end up.
No,
you as well, you never know where you're going to go. But we had so many amazing people around us and opportunities, wasn't there? It was just, everybody was behind us. And it's just been and it keeps growing, to be fair.
I mean, now we've got our headquarters in Great Baddow in Chelmsford. We've got like
I miss the garage.
I don't know if I do in the winter, if I'm honest. But yeah, no, so our one in Great Baddow now, we've got a couple of training rooms up one end, then we've got our dispatch area, and we've got the office, we've got social media. So it's really nice that we can look at this now, can't we, and sit and go, wow,
this is so pleased.
Brilliant.
So from like So from the garage to now the headquarters, what was kind of that turning point? Did you just wake up one day and think, oh my God, we have shitloads of orders, we've made it?
Yeah, I think it was Olympia for me. I remember doing that show at Olympia and coming home, and Annie and I stupidly had put a sale on that weekend as well. So we come back from Olympia, we've been there since 6. I think we were up till 2 or 3 in the morning.
My eyes were swollen.
Trying to send these orders out back up. And we just thought, oh, actually, we were getting more and more orders in. We were getting better. We were meeting new people at the show. And they were saying to us, can you supply this? We're going, yes, thinking, oh my God, how is this ever going to happen? And then
I think my turning point actually was seeing all the boxes stacked up in the corner of the garage, thinking, we have no more room for anything. They're going to topple on someone at some point.
Yeah.
Just literally, at one point, I don't think we could walk in the room.
No, we just said, no, it was like running the gauntlet, wasn't it? Trying to get in the office. And then this unit came up, and I think it was an old pigsty.
It used to be
barn, wasn't it?
For horses.
Horses, yeah. So it was a kind of, all the floor was dipping in, and it had no ceiling, a big curtain up. And I think it took us three months, didn't it, to turn this around. It was really weird because we moved in, we had the IT man in, and I remember that morning sitting at my desk thinking, this feels so normal. And
it's like we'd always been here, wasn't it?
And I wasn't walking getting out of my bed, because that's what I literally used to do. Walk a few feet in the garden, say hi to the dog, and start work. But we never look back, have we, really? No. We never look back.
What a success journey. You guys should be shouting about that more. It's incredible.
We've told the story so many people ask us to write about it. But I guess you look at a lot of lash brands and they started the same. A lot of people have got really amazing stories. They started in their lounge, so I think a lot of the companies have sort of a similar background as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
they do, but because you guys are so popular now, like it's like wow. So you're still like, was it normal like the rest of us? Do you know what I mean? Like how you started and stuff is still like humble beginnings. So it's really, really good. And Pinkfishes seem to be literally everywhere at the moment. Expos, online, events. And when you do your events, didn't you? I mean,
for months.
You've already said you get told off left, right, and centre. I'm not surprised. All the time. Your marketing is absolutely on point. Like, what tips would you give to other brands out there that just want to stand out from the crowd?
Get yourself a team that we've got.
Yeah, so they are
so amazing.
We have so many different personalities in here. We've got Brandon, he's from Glow Up. I don't know if you saw that.
BBC Glow Up.
Yeah, he's a makeup artist. We've got another lady who's done a degree in fashion. We've got another one who's doing a business degree, and then we've got school leavers. So we all come together in the mornings, and it's really weird, isn't it? We come up with these really mad ideas, and we just make it, the team just make it work. Yeah, there's always something new or something wacky that somebody wants to do. And I mean, you'd be amazed how many things we have to say no to, because you just think that's probably a bit too much. But
I think it's a learning curve for us as well, because obviously where we said we're not social media background, you see other companies or even just like your friends putting things up and you think, oh, that's a little bit near the mark sometimes, or I don't know if we'd say that. And everyone in here is trying to bring us both back down.
Yeah,
back
to something.
Like,
saying it's okay.
We can say that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I love that. It is all about the team, isn't it? And you can only go as far as your team, especially when you grow and it's just the two of you and you're like got the boxes everywhere and that. There's only so much you can do on your own.
Honestly, it was amazing. The hours, Annie. I mean, that's another thing is, I think a lot of it was the hours. We'd do 7 days a week. We'd work till 8 or 9 at night, and we never stopped, did we? We kept. I don't even think we knew what we were doing half the time, but we just kept going, and it sort of all fell in around us. And I mean, a lot of the staff here, one of them's my godchild. My sister's been part of it. Your mum, and my 3 boys. They don't like it, Katie, but they have to help as well. Although they like going out and telling the girls they meet that their mum does lashes. So it's give and take.
Yeah, I bet. Do you think from doing the expos and the events and everything and really standing out from the crowd, that's really helped you guys get out there?
I think it definitely has. It's definitely, we've met so many new people by going to these events and actually just talking to different companies, and it's really interesting to see, isn't it, the amount of people that still come up to us at the show and they're like, oh, we've never heard of you, and it's just really refreshing to know that actually there's still so many people that we need to get to and to meet. And
we also get to meet the other lash brands as well, which is really nice, because it's a massive market and there's a lot of us doing it, but I think everyone supports each other because we're all doing different things, we're all coming, we've all got different branding. So I think that's nice. We've met some really nice brands as well.
Yeah, I feel the same with that. I mean, we've got our lash brand, KG Professional, and then like we have other lash brands on, and we connect with everyone, and we don't see it as competition at all. Like everyone's got their own selling point, their own products, like, and people go where they want to go, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, you'll find that somebody will do a set of lashes and we'll get tagged in, and you'll see 4 other brands. It might be that they might have used our lashes, somebody's glue, somebody's primer. And I love seeing that, to be fair. Do you? No, I just think it's part of it. Yeah. Everyone's got a preference and everyone's going to use what they want to use. Yeah.
I think we decided as well after COVID and all the lockdown that we'd kind of kept ourselves to ourselves quite a bit, hadn't we? And we basically said that we're going to really make more of an effort now to try and go to different events. And
are we coming across unsociable now?
I think we are. To be honest, I think it's me more so than you. More so just for like networking and things like that. I just think it's really good. Yeah, we went to the Lash Awards last year. We're going again this year. Yeah, and we're obviously coming to the World University as well.
Looking forward to that. Really looking forward to it.
Very exciting.
I just think they're really good for getting in touch with people and getting people to know you, and as well, it's a really nice industry to be in.
Yeah, because you've got such a good team as well. Like I know it's Emma that I speak to quite a lot, isn't it?
Lovely.
And you've got such a lovely team, and you know it's all about everyone's falling in love with the Pinkfishes brand, the colour, the bubbliness, the funness. But then when they get to see the people behind the brand as well, they fall in love with it even more because it's all about personal branding now, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, no, we have got a really bubbly team. I mean, it's to the point in this office where you walk around, and I daren't walk around with a drink anymore because there's always someone jumping out on me. Or trying to do something. So that's how the office is, isn't it? It's just always fun in here. Tonight we're off to the escape rooms. And we are competitive. We do go in team. We will split the office up. So it's competitive. But we're always trying to do things with the girls.
It's very family run.
Yeah, we're always trying to, and we're really close. We're really protective of each other. And we're all ages from we're 16 up to me. So it's, massive age gaps. Yeah, but it's lovely.
I love that. So let's talk about lashes for a little bit and some education and what's been going on in industry. So, for example, one thing that stands out for me is straight to volume. Do you guys offer straight to volume courses?
We do,
yeah. And straight to volume's been out for a few years now, but I remember it was really controversial when it first come out, like because you had to have 6 months training for classic before you could go on to volume, or possibly even longer. And obviously now everyone's jumping on straight to volume. What is your view on straight to volume courses, and how have your students personally been picking it up?
So personally, I am a real strong believer in, if you don't already know something, you don't have any bad habits. So as much as we do offer a straight to volume course, but we also offer a combined course of classic and Russian, and generally speaking we will always push our students to do that one, because I think then not only do they get 2 qualifications out of it, they can then branch out and do hybrids and things like that, whereas I do think if you do a straight to volume you are limiting yourself more. But we have also seen students come in that have got, I couldn't even tell you how much experience doing classics, and they have picked up very bad habits. So then trying to retrain them in a completely new technique, I almost think is sometimes harder than teaching them from scratch. I mean, with all of our training, they get free mentoring afterwards. They can come back. We offer lifetime support. So none of our students,
classes, aren't they, as well?
Yeah, none of our students, they don't get past if we're not comfortable with it, and they can keep coming back just until they get.
So some students, it's a 2-day course, the straight to Russian. So some students we might see 4 or 5 times, because we need to be confident in them and they need to be confident. But I'd say we do try to push people away from it, don't we, as much as we can.
Yeah.
But there's some students who come in, no, my friends just want Russians. I think for the same price, you could learn, as Annie said, you could learn both. But we don't really do many, do we?
Don't do many, but you do get the odd stubborn ones that do want just to I think providing it's taught properly and over a certain amount of time, and
case studies, isn't there?
Case studies, and you give your students enough support, I don't think there's anything wrong with it in our eyes.
Definitely.
I know it's very controversial, and I know a lot of people say different, but I think as long as the training is on point, then I think it's okay.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same. We do straight to volume, and I'd say it's one of our most popular courses, but we do the like you said, you've got the classic and the volume separately, and they could do them together. So we do that. So they have the classics qualification and then their volume. And some people feel that it's too much and some people don't. But like you said, if they haven't got any bad habits or they don't know something in the first place, then volume they can actually pick up really, really easy because they don't know anything different. And also, if you don't offer it nowadays, you're just going to either get people doing really bad lashes because they just fast forward themselves by watching YouTube, or, you know, there's other trainers out there that are going to be providing it anyway, aren't they?
It was one of the last courses we put in here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because we didn't offer it. But actually, we need to, because we was getting asked for it, wasn't we, a lot?
Yeah, I think a lot of people wanted to do it on like an online course as well and things like that, didn't they? Which we don't personally offer.
No, I think it's keeping up with what everybody wants, same as you guys, I should imagine.
It does come down to that, doesn't it? It's like, okay, where does my values lie, and then what are we actually going to turn away with business? Then it's like kind of compromising a little bit, like, okay, we're going to do it this way and offer it, but we're going to have the lifetime support, this in place. You've obviously got them coming back on courses and stuff like that, so it kind of then bridges that gap of it not being so bad.
Definitely.
So what would your 3 top tips be for new or existing lash artists out there that are trying to build a business? And I say business because lots of us are good lash artists, or we want to just be a lash artist but don't actually realize we're forming a business at the same time, which is where everyone then becomes very unstuck. So what would your top tips be?
I'd say my first top tip is keep learning. You can never learn enough, really, can you? Especially when this industry is evolving as much as it is. So if you're keeping up to date with everything that's coming out and that's new and the new products and things like that, then you'll have such a good understanding going forward that your business should then be quite seamless, shouldn't it?
I think I'd say professional in everything that you do. Customer service, that's as in when you're taking the booking, when the person's in. Obviously, the aftercare we do here. I mean, we support a lot of lash technicians here. We've got a lot of young girls who get complaints. It's the way you handle yourself. Don't be rude. Just go about it in the right way. I think also we also talk about obviously how your room is. It's got to, don't have your dog in your room, and
hygiene.
We see all things here, don't you? Hygiene, look the part, nails, just be the best that you can do.
I think as well, another tip is pricing. Your pricing structure is so important, because we see a lot of people, whether it's on social media pages that we follow or anything like that, that really underprice themselves or overprice themselves. But then I don't really know if you can necessarily put too much of a price on skill. Obviously, it just depends on your area. But if you are overpriced compared to everyone else in your area, then that might make you struggle a little bit. But obviously doing like refer a friend schemes, things like that.
Did we tell
it's really good.
Don't we?
Why do you think people do undercharge themselves so much?
Panic sometimes. I think they look at the area, they see that Katie down the road, whoever down the road, is charging £20, but what they probably don't know is her story. She may have just trained. She's just nobody. I think that a lot.
Definitely. I think people don't. I think especially when we have more of the younger girls coming into us, I think they're too scared sometimes as well to say about, this is, you owe me £50 or whatever it is, don't they? They don't really have to ask for the money. But I definitely think you're right. I think too much competitiveness in the area, and I think they
trying to undercut each other.
Yeah.
You've got to value yourself, haven't you? This is what I can do. It is a skill. They've spent ages learning. They've put a lot into it. They've invested their time, and as you say, they are about to start on a business. So don't undervalue yourself. I think.
Mention the training as well. The product cost.
It's not cheap, is it? Set your room up. You need a bed. It's not cheap.
No, and I think that's where a lot of them do get unstuck, because like I said, especially the young ones, there's a lot of value on the money. So they'll think, oh, well, I wouldn't pay £50 for a set of lashes. So why would anyone come and pay £50 for me to do their lashes? So then they feel nervous about that, like I said, handing over the money or asking for the money. Then there's way too much people comparing each other in the industry. Like Sally down the road's overheads are going to be completely different to Sarah's overheads. Like you can't even compare. And I just think also, I think people that do one-day courses that are maybe new and fresh in the industry will think, well, at the moment in my current job, 9-to-5 job, I get £9.50 an hour, for example. Then they'll be like, well, I can do lashes for £20 an hour. So they will just look at that figure of, I'm getting now £20 an hour to create lashes, but not considering their product costs, their overheads, their training time. So they don't actually end up making any money.
It's I think a lot of it's not looking at the bigger picture.
And
I think that's and then it's very hard for people to recover back. We get girls sort of saying, I've been £20 for a year now and I really want to be 40. You start jumping that 20 and you're going to lose a lot of clients. You're doubling it.
That's what we always try and say to our students, is work out your prices going forward and then do your offers off the back of it. But say maybe the first 10 people are going to get it for this price, but after this our prices will be, because then people expect it if that's what they want to do to start themselves off. But it's really difficult, isn't it, when you see that they're really so low for like infill prices and things like that, to jump up another 15-20 quid.
I always say that. So set your prices first of what you want them to be, whether that's 50, 60, £80, whatever that's going to be. But then when you first do your training, whether that's classic first brand new or your experience and then learning volume, going up, your first 10 clients will be this price, but it will go up to this price after them first 10. So then like you said, then everyone's aware, aren't they, that your price is already set, rather than starting really low and have to sneak up. And you just, that client base that pay £20 are a very different client base to the people that pay 50.
They so are, aren't they? It's hard.
And I hate to say it, they're often the ones as well that will just no show and things like that and mess you around a little bit. And we often say to students to get like a booking system as well, where they can take deposits and things, because it is everyone's life, isn't it, really, at the end of the day.
I'm a salon owner as well, and I've had the salon for like 13 years now, but we've got new girls coming in all the time learning lashes, like our own staff. And I always say, when the models are coming in, they're going to be the clients that mostly won't stick around, because they want the cheap model prices. And then as we go up, you'll have a totally different type of clientele. So they might go quiet for a little bit. So when the offer's on, they're really busy and they're jam-packed and they're going, Kate, I can't do all these clients. I'm like, you can. Then they start getting busy and like, right, up their prices to what it is, and they'll go quiet because their models that they had weren't our clientele. Like, they're a completely different type of client. And then they have to gradually build their business again. So it's definitely not an overnight thing.
It's definitely tight. We say that to everybody here. It takes time. It takes time. Word of mouth. It just takes. Do a really good job. Do the best you can do. It just takes time.
It does. It does.
Yeah, definitely.
So lastly, to end the podcast, what would you say is the most popular trends that you're seeing currently at the moment?
We are seeing so many hybrid lash sets at the minute, aren't we? Whether they're really natural ones or kind of more like a Kimmy K spiky set. I'm also seeing a lot of coloured as well, actually, aren't you?
Yeah, we've got a lot of coloured lashes. We just brought out a warm and cool box of lashes. We're doing well. And the other thing that seems to be coming back a little bit is brown lashes. We stopped doing them for a while because they didn't do very well, and then we got asked for them, didn't we, a couple of months ago, and we just do a C and a D. I think it's an 05 and an 07, and that with loads of people are going back to a brown lash.
I have to say I had them done as well, and obviously my complexion, they look really nice, didn't they?
They look lovely
because they're they're not as harsh as the black lashes.
I love a brown lash.
They look so good. But no, we've seen a lot of, I'd say hybrids are definitely the most popular.
Massively.
I think coloured lashes kind of come and go, but at the minute they're really popular.
I think that was a lot though, from people not being how to have lashes to not wanting to go back to popping, sort of gradually bring themselves back in.
No lashes for 6 months, straight back to mega volume. It just doesn't happen.
We found that so much. Like everyone was booking hybrid, and I don't really lash anymore. I'm not on the salon floor. But I was like, I don't really like doing hybrid lashes. Like, some of my team love it and some of my team don't like it. But then you found everyone was having hybrid because, like you said, they didn't want that vava-voom straight away after not having lashes for 2 years. But then everyone's infills are like, oh, now I'll have volume infills. Now I'll have super volume infills.
We were so proud though, didn't we, that a lot of lash lifts. We were training every week. We were training people in lash lifts, and the product. I'd say we're doing so much lash lifting at the minute. Really, more than I mean, I don't even know
how long we've been out of lockdown now for. But I still feel like people are still sticking with the classic hybrid and lash lift trend rather than
they are
the big full
maybe
lashes.
That could be finance as well, couldn't it? Could be money.
Yeah, definitely. It's cheaper to have a set of hybrid, isn't it? Than
cheaper to have a lash lift.
Yeah.
Less so could be. I'm not sure, but but the coloured lashes are doing well, aren't they? We've seen some really, really amazing sets.
We've got some new exciting things coming out in the coloured lash section as well. So they'll hopefully be out with us soon. But
so coloured's coming out soon. What else is going to be coming out or new to Pink Lashes? What's next?
Oh, got a lot going
on.
Do you know
what? I feel like we've got so many new products already that have just come in. I'm now getting really confused with what we've got coming in.
Annie and I want to put them, when products come in, Annie and I want to put them up for sale straight away. And
because we get excited about it.
Get really excited.
This is really cool. We've worked on this for ages.
We have a team behind this. I'm sure they hide stuff at times and make out it hasn't come in, because we want to get going, but obviously they want to do their photo shoots and and
build up the momentum on social media, and we don't really
all exciting. I'm already excited.
We're already excited because of the amount of time it's gone into getting these products.
Funny.
I get that. I remember when we brought out our brow glue, and it wasn't meant to launch till I think it was like a Friday or something. And then my team were like, she's going to do something. I'm like, I'm not. I'll be good. The Sunday before, so a whole week before, I'm doing it live. Like, I'm putting it on.
I love that. Sorry. Isn't it? Why wait? And especially when they say to us sometimes, no, that's not until another 3 weeks. I'm thinking,
I do get it though, because I sometimes see things and I'm like, if like I see another company teasing, I don't know, a new coat or new pair of shoes, it does make you want to. Oh my god, I must remember to set an alarm on that.
I guess
so. I do get the momentum thing, but we do.
It's part of the launch process. Part of the launch process, definitely.
Massively, it so is. Learning.
It's been so amazing having you guys on. Like, thank you so much.
No, honestly, thank you so much for inviting us. It's been lovely to talk to you.
Where shall we send people to connect with you guys if they're not already?
So we are on all social media platforms. Our Instagram at Pinkfishes Lash Co is monitored 24/7. I'd lie to you if I told you it wasn't. We're always on that answering questions, aren't we?
I'm not, because I'm banned, but yes.
No, that is true. Facebook, we're on there answering questions as well. Again, that's at Pinkfishes Lash Co. We're on LinkedIn, Twitter at Pinkfishes Lash. We obviously have our store in Great Bardow as well, which is where our headquarters is. We love to see people. I don't know, when we're at expos, events.
We'll be at Olympia this year and Dublin this year as well.
We've got a TikTok account now as well, which, I'm going to be honest, Katie, again, we don't do that. They try and get us involved in them, and I don't know if it's verbal diarrhea or what we end up having, but they never go well.
No.
So I think Fishes Lash Co as well, I believe. But we're kind of everywhere. You can always get hold of us, emails.
We're always here.
Anywhere.
Amazing. We'll pop your links on the show notes for you guys.
Thanks, Katie.
And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for
Honestly,
having us.
it's been amazing.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, we are Pinkfishes. Wow, 5 years.
Oh my god, how time flies when you're having fun.
That's right, 5 years of being your go-to eyelash specialist.
Myself and the rest of the Pinkfishes team never thought our dream would grow to the business and brand you see today.
We are with you every step of the way, whether you're a beginner needing training,
A well-seasoned lash artist in need of supplies.
Or even a lash lover who wants to achieve a professional look at home.
We are proud to say we cater for all.
To say thank you for your support, we're offering 15% off of products and training.
So if you wanted to try our new Pro-Made lashes,
Our best-selling pink radical adhesive,
Or kickstart your lash career today with an accredited course,
just head over to pinkfishes.com and add code podcast15 at checkout to make the most of this discount today.